Many people ask me this question: how can I get rid of my negative thoughts and feelings in my head? Maybe you are also trying to figure this out at the moment. So it's interesting about this question. Let's take a look. So you want to get rid of it. That means they have been there for a while. And you're kind of feel stuck and trapped. And when you call them negative, you judge your feelings and even yourself, maybe, I guess. And definitely those negative feelings or thoughts have brought you some issues in life that you don't like. You want to push them away, get rid of. And they happen in your head. So if you have been trying to figure it out, so have you found a solution yet? If I ask you, how do you deal with it? I bet, you are like positive people like you and me. We are all the same, right? Because the society and the people judge negative feelings and we don't accept it. So definitely we will try our best to be positive, to control, conquer, and overcome our negative feelings. We can do it. We are strong enough. So we do all kinds of things like meditations, all kinds of mindfulness exercises. We took different self-development courses, yoga, everything we can do. But if there are so many approaches out there in the world, why do we still have increasing number of people who feel even more trapped in those negative patterns, feeling and thoughts patterns, and just cannot come out? Today, I like to share with you some truths about this concept, so-called negative feelings. The first, negative feelings are like positive feelings. They are natural. All of us was born and created to have all of them. And we inevitably, in certain period of our life, will experience them. And after doing so many years of my work, I quit using this word negative anymore to describe any feelings. Truthfully, there are only two kinds of feelings, pleasant and unpleasant. But we call them negative just because it doesn't make them, feel comfortable. So the second truth about negative feelings is that, negative or not, feelings and thoughts, they carry energies. As the nature of the energy, they always vibrate, flow, and move, never stop. But if we judge them as negative, we don't like it. So usually what we do is to fight, resist, and judge and conquer. So it is like, we build an internal wall to block the flow, and negative feelings come up because they are still flowing and moving. They want to go, but we don't allow them. And then this internal wall causes internal emotional energy traffic jam in our system. Especially, it happens when life circumstances and situations happen. And those negative feelings that will naturally come up and hit us hard. And we don't want others to see that we are weak. And it's so vulnerable to express. No people want to, hear. We don't with with low ego. High ego people, manage them well. We want to be strong. So usually, how do people do? From my work, I found these are the usual approaches. They try to suppress, hide, freeze, ignore, avoid, pretending like they are not there. And, they try to deny even, because I am a positive person. I have done tons of work and have done so much self-development work. I fix myself already. I am not negative. I don't have those feelings. But of course, you don't know they are there. And they are buried very deeply. And they are at your subconscious mind, even though you don't know it. Especially if you are those who have childhood issues, you have maybe these kind of feeling emotional patterns are from your family, after generations, and from your tribe, or some of the negative feelings really are very painful, scary, even intimidated with some issues in life, or deep painful feelings actually come from spiritual wounds, at very deep soul level. So then naturally, that's the third truth actually about feelings. Naturally, we feel our feelings in heart, but because we have done all these to stop the flow, so we cannot allow ourselves naturally feeling heart and express them freely, then we cannot be ourselves. And then we push them up, down, judge ourselves to the stomach, to the head, start to think our feelings and try to push them away. So finally, all these energies got stuck inside, stay in our head. And we have so many, energies, all these feelings and thoughts and all the voices, they are busy telling us in the background. And in this headspace, we finally don't have room to retain any energies anymore. So that's why finally the flow got stopped, and the energy system got jammed. Eventually, it will cause illness, diseases, sometimes even cancers. And when the head is so full, you feel so overwhelmed, and then you cannot focus, you cannot think. So your productivity naturally goes down. And now you judge yourself even more, beat yourself harder, and feel more anxious. So finally, you get totally, trapped. And under this situation, you use most of your energies to push them down. And you don't have enough healthy energy left to function. So you got fatigue. You feel fatigue. So, all these symptoms, headaches, insomnia, fatigue, and organ issues, stomach, digestion, bloating, stomach ache, butterflies, chest, heart bouncing, chest tightness, stiff in neck and shoulders, joints, fatigue, we already mentioned, so all these kind of issues come up. But you feel like, oh, it's just physical symptoms, just medications. But actually, it's all related. It's all the energy. Physical symptoms don't happen only at physical level. But anyway, so these are the truths about negative feelings. And also the last point, the fourth truth about negative feelings, that's what is related to negative feelings, is that there is a group of people like you and me. We are very spiritually oriented, which means we are sensitive to feel. We are natural feelers. And we feel for others, feel for the things, for the world even. And we care and we love. We give our energies away. And because of this, nature, we sometimes even passively unaware, unconsciously, we absorb, the energies, negative feelings, which are even not our own. So we also feel it, and we judge ourselves. So, and we even absorb the energies from the tragedy that happens in the world right now, especially, so we just, feel trapped in these feelings. And not many of us have learned or were taught how to use a healthy way to deal with those negative feelings. So we just stay there, keep judging and beating ourselves and feeling very split inside. Because, can you imagine? We don't like this part. So part of us wants to push the other part of us away. But where can they go? They can go nowhere. So it's like inside of us, we got split. That's why, we are trapped inside in a very painful place and we don't know what to do. We want to figure it out, but we cannot, but we don't feel good. We still want to figure it out. So that kind of, energy, trap, it's fighting, it's consuming inside. So after sharing all these, the conclusion is negative feelings are just the indications about something inside of us that is not aligned with our true selves and our intentions. Because if we can freely express our feelings and let the energy has the space and voice to come out and go, then they will move. They will not be stuck there. But, now they got stuck. And negative feelings, unpleasant feelings are telling us something. Because negative feelings are telling us that, that's what we don't want. But if we can turn them around, we will know actually what we do want. So these are the messages objectively tell us what's going on inside our body, mind, emotion, and a spiritual level. So that we finally, if we know our intention, we can be our true self, and the energy is all aligned, and they all can go out, and then the body whole system is in a harmonious state. We are healthy and happy, joyful. So when we know our intention, we will focus all of our energy only on the place where we want to go, but not stay in this place beating and judging ourselves, only focus on the problem, then got stuck in this place anymore. So if you are experiencing these kind of patterns and try to figure it out but cannot, so hopefully these truths could help you. And I personally experienced from my journey that I came out to work to do this work. And I also worked in the corporate before as a career woman, and I found many, of course, spiritually oriented men as well, but especially women, because we have so many things on our plates, And many women are very spiritually oriented and sensitive, and all these feelings we don't know how we try to suppress, and interesting enough, finally in my work I found those people finally start to have physical issues or all kinds of life issues are those who look very positive, who are strong, headstrong, and tough, and can conquer everything. Especially those kind of people. Finally, they have issues, physical symptoms, issues, disease, and relationship issues or depressions, even, anxiety, chronic anxiety, fatigue, are all these kind of people. So what I really, the message I like to share with you is stop judging. They are not harmful. What harms us is our judgment. So if you have questions and like to get some support, feel free to reach out. Text and email me. I would love to support you. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye for now.